Hey, what's going on, everyone? BuTTeR here, and welcome to episode 11 of my Gears of War commentary with BuTTeR. I decided to just skip over 9 since I put 10 before episode 9, but I figured why go backwards and just do 11. So we're on Fuel Depot again today. I'm sorry I kind of spam Fuel Depot matches, but it's really like one of my favorite maps, so if you could bear with me there, it'd be sweet. Some of these clips in this gameplay you're gonna see, you might have seen in me and Iceman's dueltage. Actually, I think 2 of the clips that were back to back, but it'll give you guys a look to see just how back to back the clips were. Getting ready for Gears of War 3. I hope you guys are too. It seems like every day is getting slower and slower. I'm wondering if that 1 week's gonna kill me because I don't know. For those of you who don't know, you get the game a week early if you bought BulletsStorm, and I didn't buy BulletsStorm, so I don't get the game till. Ooh, Roddy just got sick Superman with pistol, but I didn't buy BulletsStorm, so I'm not gonna get the beta until a week after everyone that did. So I'm kind of like weirded out about that because everyone's gonna have a 1 week jump on me, but I think I'll adjust pretty quick. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about this Friday night because I had a crazy Friday night, and I just want to talk about it a little bit because it's kind of a funny story. So me and my friend Nick, we were going to do so on Friday night because we had a really tough week in school, like a lot of tests, and I actually have a test tomorrow, and it just sucks because teachers are really like stacking them up. So we were like, alright, let's go out and just get smashed and just go to a club and just fucking have fun. So we're like, alright, so we went to Albany, New York. That's the capital of capital of New York, but most people from like New York City just call it like upstate, and that's pretty close to where I live because I live on the edge of Massachusetts. So Albany is about a 45-minute drive. So we're like, all right, let's go. So we were gonna go to this club. It was called Envy. So we get there, and we took our nips. We took like 3 or 4 nips each in the car, so we could get a little buzz before we go. And we went, and the club was closed, so we were like, oh shit, what are we gonna do now? And there was like mad clubs on the road, on the main street, so we were like, alright, let's just walk around and be obnoxious and, you know, see what we can find. So we found this new bar that just opened, and remind you that me and my friend are 20 years old, so we're not legal to drink. And so pretty much we were like, alright, well, it can't go any worse, but mostly everything on the main strip was 21 and up, so we were like, alright, fuck it, let's just see what we can do. So we got into the bar, and they didn't card us or anything, and he actually had a fake ID. Well, he didn't have a fake ID, he had his friend's ID that looks exactly like him. So he could get drinks, but I couldn't. So, like, we went in, and we just had a couple drinks at the bar, because they didn't, I'm guessing because it was a new bar, and they just, you know, when a new bar opens, they just want to make as much money as possible, so they didn't even really care. So we had a couple beers there, and we were feeling it and shit, and I don't know, we were kind of beyond tipsy, so we started going around to other clubs. We're like, alright, where can we go? And we went to a few clubs, and they're like, nah, it's 21 and up. And of course I get carded because I look like I'm freaking 17 years old, so yeah, story of my life. But anyways, so we go to this one club, right? And we see that it's kind of popping in there, but it's whatever. And what we did is we walked in we tried sneaking in the exit because some like fat bitches were coming out. So we try sneaking in, and all of a sudden this big, huge, like ugly ass bouncer comes in, like just grabs me by my arm and just grabs my friend and like rips us outside of the club. He's like, what are you guys doing? You guys came in the exit, blah blah blah. We're like, dude, sorry, we didn't even freaking know. Like, it doesn't even say anything on the door, although we did know it was the exit. But so he's like, oh, go see your ID. So I just gave him my ID, and a couple of the bouncers, it took them like literally like 5 minutes to figure out that I wasn't 21 yet, because I was born in 1990. So like most bouncers are like, oh, it's 2012, but my birthday's in May, so it was like a month away. So they were like stupid and they didn't know. So I was hoping that maybe he wouldn't figure it out, and yeah, he figured it out. So he got thrown out of there, and then in this other club, these two like fat bitches came out, and me and my friend were pretty drunk at this point because it's kicked in. And oh, by the way, those were the two clips in my montage. But anyways, so yeah, so once we get pretty drunk, we don't care what we say to people, because you know, people just annoy us sometimes. And so these two fat bitches came out, and we were like, "Is this 21 or 18?" She's like, and she was like a big, like, you know, just, I don't know, you could just tell she was mad annoying. She was like, 18, 20, you guys look like you're 17. And we're like, actually we're 20 years old, but okay. She's like, yeah, I'm just kidding, y'all look like you're 25. I'm like, my friend's like, nah, now you're just being nice, you're fat as fuck. And I started dying, dude, because that was so freaking funny, because we just walked away and she didn't say anything. Like, what do you say to that? But anyway, so we finally, I get on my cell phone, and I get a strip club that's about, like, I think like 20 minutes away, and we should not have been driving. So all you guys out there, do not ever drive drunk. We weren't drunk, like super drunk. We waited until it like kind of, you know, wore off. But it's never worth it, so don't do that. But so we get to the strip club, and it actually wasn't too bad, but it was just like kind of grimy. Like, it was just weird how the kind of the bouncer was just being a little creepy, I would say. And so we got in, we had a good time, and it was actually his first time to a strip club. And we saw mad titties and shit, and we're like, yo, I like how we're the only two normal people in here, because there's like mad creepos in there. And that was actually in Schenectady. I think that's like, I want to say like 15 miles north of Albany, something like that. But anyways, so we had a really good time, and I came home at 6 in the morning because my boy actually lives like a half an hour away. So I had to, when we came back to his house, because I had to drive because he was smashed, and I had to drive home, so I didn't get home till like 6 o'clock, even though the club closed at 4. So I was kind of like beyond exhausted. Like, I don't even remember the drive home. I was so tired. I just remember like trying everything in my power to keep my eyes open so I wouldn't just fall asleep. And I was pretty close to falling asleep a few times, so I'm never gonna drive when I'm that tired again. But it was a crazy night. We had a lot of fun, and I came. Then Saturday I had a really freaking bad hangover, and my head was just pounding. So I got on Xbox for a couple games, and I guess I wasn't doing too good, because you know, when you guys have a pounding headache, you really can't concentrate on the game. And I was like doing stuff too, and people were just talking trash and stuff. I'm not gonna name any names because I don't want to publicize someone who's talking trash. It's not what I'm about, and you guys know I'm trying to change this community for the good. Now I can see some people just aren't buying that, and I just feel like if you're doing that and you're trying to post videos of like raping me and Iceman like in one ranked match, then you're trying to work your way up the wrong way. You're not working your way up by earning it. You're just trying to hate on someone. And I realize that people like that never go anywhere with this whole gaming thing, because the majority of the community won't respect that, you know. Like I said, for you guys, like, to be honest with you, I think I'm a really good player at this game. But honestly, if you guys don't think I'm good, like, that's fine. Like, I just want to make good videos. I really could care less about where my skill level is at. I've played top of the line MLG for Gears 1 and Gears 2, so like, I feel like I don't really have anything to prove, and you guys honestly have an open opinion, but to express that in a video with hate, I'm pretty sure I explained about the CY campaign, how that's just not the way to go about it, and it's just, it really makes you look bad. Like, just whatever you do, just don't be that guy, because it looks terrible, and it just makes you like a shitty person in general. But anyways, I mentioned about a week ago that I was gonna do a LiKe challenge, and I think I'm gonna put that video out in, I think, like probably 2-3 days, and I already have in mind what the challenge is gonna be. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put the link in the description for the video that I explain it. And I just wanted to upload this video because it was a pretty good gameplay, and it seems like you guys like Gears of War 2, but sometimes I post Gears of War 2 gameplays and I get those occasional comments that are like, Gears 2. Why? And I'm guessing because Gears 2 is more of a boring, slow game to watch. So I'm gonna continue with this Gears 1 series. Even after they ripped the Gears 3 beta from us, I'm gonna still do Gears 1 because I just think it's overall like a faster pace and more entertaining game to watch. But this gameplay is wrapping up right now. I want to say thanks for watching, and thanks for being active on my channel, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy.